Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the Tribe Must Survive 1.0. I covered the early access version a little while ago, but I'm back for the full release. So if you haven't seen it before, it is an eldritch horror, tribal, like prehistoric, tribal survival settlement builder. It was really cool, kicked my butt 7 ways to Tuesday, and I'm back to see if I can survive a little bit further. But before I go, I should mention say a very quick thank you to Walking Tree Games and Starbreeze Publishing for reaching out and sponsoring this video. Let's just dive in and see where we are. So species goals, these are new. So unlock a spiritual aspect in each tree, build lumber camps, have a crop farm with at least 6 connected crops. Oh, there's a bunch. These will level us up, and starts with loose rock. So we actually have some degree of, are these choices? They're starting choices. New starting choices, personality perks, or spiritual upgrades. So get some things to make the game a little bit easier, because it's not easy.
Whatever it is that lurks in the dark, it was about to get us. Everything happened so fast. Many were taken before we could sound the horn. The fire was our only hope. We had stocked up, wood and food and everything else. But we had not prepared against the shadows within. When tension turned to carnage, we fled into the night. Aimless we ran, for days, through a blur of darkness and fog, death all around us. When suddenly, the fog lifted, and the light came back. At least for now. Those shadows will return. Prepare. We have to survive.
I guess to tack on another genre, it is also kind of roguelike-ish. The runs are a lot longer than I usually ascribe to roguelikes nowadays, but let's see, we are paused, right? No, we are not. Okay. The runs are a little bit longer than standard roguelikes, but if you fail, you start over from the very, very beginning. I don't think you can, yeah, you can only save and quit. There's no, like, saves coming in this one. But there is some level of meta progression, perks, and bonuses. So, what do we want to do? Buildings, get a stockpile down. Stockpiles obviously store resources. Let's see, pick a good spot near those resources. Main question is, I think it's over here. This looks like rocks to me. Okay, so buildings, stockpile. If I put it, like, functionally right next to them, it should make it a lot easier for me to grab and transport the resources. The only fear is, I don't know if my guys can move through the spaces. I'll put it, like, right there. That shouldn't be bad. Okay. So we also need to place a couple of lumber camps, grab some resources. Oh, they're much smaller than expected. Okay, then a granary. It's over here. Once per camp. I'm just going to stick it up top. We've got a lot of space. Okay, and a hunter's hall. Let's see. Do you just put it here? Oh, we don't have enough resources. So I guess we're just going to kind of chill for a bit. And my people will automatically find tasks to work on. I guess the one problem is I'm not actually going to be able to see that well where everything is, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, the other thing I'd want to potentially make is the stone quarry. Yeah, we're running low on wood. It is daytime. This is a dark game. Let's see. Tinkery? No. Crop farm. Outpost, trade post, furnace. Beacons let me expand how far I can go. Ore mine. Oh, but that's in the outer world. Which one of you was the stone pit? Here we go. Unfortunately, we don't have enough resources for it at the moment. So I'll have to wait a little bit on that one. And, oh, the other one I wanted to look into is an explorer platform. Ah, but we don't have enough stone. I guess let's get the hunter's hall quick, because we're going to need one of those. A couple of tents so my people can sleep. I want to get that quarry down, though. I might wait until we can... I might try and get the quarry first. I know it's a little bit outside of the tutorial, but the sooner we get stone, the sooner we can get a lot of these things rolling. Looks like trees do regrow in kind of the tree zone. Okay, sleeping. Ah, they're all tired. So, no, it looks like we do need another tent. Hopefully that'll speed it up. I think 6 characters can sleep in a tent, though, and we have exactly 6 people. Oh. Okay, hold up. Okay, Nighthorn. Calls tribe members to the closest light source. Members within range of light source will gain less fear and be safe from the shadows. Automation. So it looks like it played automatically. Oop. Are we completely out of wood? Well, that didn't help. So apparently following the tutorial too closely is bad for me. Well, the tribe did not survive. What is my score? Abjectly terrible. You know, I'm just gonna keep that in. Let's try again. Okay, so 1, we do not need that extra tent. Okay, ooh, and we get a perk this time around. Moths to the Flame, growth for each fire radius above 1. 2 less members, but a lot more resources, or a random building upgrade from tier 1. I'm gonna go with the random building upgrade. The growth might have been interesting. Okay, let's end the tutorial. We don't need to see it this time. It led us astray last time. I mean, to be entirely honest, it's 100% my fault. I should have been much more selective about where I put things, but oops. Okay, so we needed to get... Of course, now I have to actually remember everything that I needed. But we can be a little slower. I don't remember the tentacles being nearly as aggressive last time. Of course, we're about to run out of wood, maybe? Which is a problem. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so it should not be that aggressive or fast about putting these things down. Okay, so no, we already have a granary. We need 1 hunter's haul, otherwise we're going to run out of food. So we don't need it that desperately, and we need a tent. I'll put it over here. This way some of my characters can at least sleep. Honestly, considering everything, I probably should have actually put the lumber camps up here. I mean, it was dark. How was I supposed to know? Okay, turn on automatically. It starts and ends. Perfect, so we don't need to worry about the fire during the daytime. Let's see. Really, what else do we want to do? Because we have a singular tent, which is just enough for my people to sleep. I should double check with the fire control on whether or not I actually can automate that. Oh yeah, it says turn on automatically at 21, so we don't need to worry about it too much. So, question is, we only need it running for 8 hours. So we need about 20 wood at the end of every day. Beyond that, we're gravy. Yeah, so let's get that stone pit down. It looks like I do have to manually turn off the fire, at least right now. Okay, so let's be kind of slow. I would like to get another tent today is the main thing, just to give my people, or just to give myself more room for people to move in. But I don't want to do anything until, let's see. I don't want to do anything until we're a little bit further in. Looks like we got some stuff out here that we're going to want to explore out to. Unfortunately, I'm going to need one heck of a wood supply. Oh, here's a question. If I go to... Is it the tribe? No. We do actually have some things that I can spend here. So I can spend influence to increase stability or decrease it. But specifically, this will help my people, like, tolerate fear and whatnot, which is nice. I wanted to look into research, though. It's not cohesion. That's tribe members, buildings, philosophy, spiritual aspects, building upgrades. I wanted to check. We have one, quick growth. Ah, so we've got better medicine. There we have the random tech to use as a starting point. The extra medicine will be nice later. Interesting. I was... Oh, Nighthorn settings. So the Nighthorn turns on automatically. But it doesn't actually control the fire turning on and off. Okay, so I'm going to have to manually be in charge of that. I wasn't sure if it was something I could automate. Okay, so in that case, let's get that second tent, because we're going to need more people really badly. And I think we can only get tribe members when we have more tents. So what else can we build at the time? We'll probably want an explorer platform. Is the one other thing. And maybe some food. Okay, to explore the outer world, you'll need to send a few brave souls on a journey. Allow you to uncover unexplored areas and salvage lost artifacts. Successful journey is the first step towards creating an outpost and accessing new resources. Okay. Working outside the calming glow of the fire leads to a buildup of fear. Increase the fire level or build beacons to combat this. Increasing the tolerance of the tribe also helps. Okay, so it's just telling me about various things. Yeah, so we can build beacons and outpost fires. Oh, and looks like we gained a random person. So maybe the extra tent is better than going for the extra stone early, but it's hard to tell. Okay, area around the camp has been explored. So I think this area is now explored, so it'll show up. It'll actually show up when we're... I'd say when we're looking around, it'll show up when we zoom out, and it's kind of revealed in the fog of war. I think characters can still go into the darkened places if they're wandering around, but not as much. Yeah, so fear. What's their issues? Shocking past. Base fear changes from light and bright days. So it looks like their fear is going down slowly over time, which is good. Let's see. Sleep, food, social, spiritual, and content to be alive. And one thing I want to work on is trying to make it... Okay, social need. So we got to figure out how to improve their social aspect. Yeah, crop farm would actually be quite useful so we can get somewhat reliable food. But I want to look at social. I'm not actually sure how to do social. Okay, we have the camp. Let's take a look at some of these things. So that's cohesion. Sleep, food, social need. Not outposts. Not that. Definitely not an excavation. That's for ruins. We've got medicine. Unless it is something that is also the Spirit Lodge. I mean, we might as well get it down. It's 50 wood. We've got plenty. Yeah, I'll just have to poke at it. Wonder if I can actually direct them. No, it doesn't look like it. We can start a new journey, but I think we mostly want to just expand our viewable area. Namely, we want to get over here so I can actually start doing stuff in the marshes. Oh, did I have the fire running all day? Shoot. That was wasteful. Okay. Oh, no, that's a granary. We need, like, one more tent. Turn the fire off. So I'm not wasting anything. Okay, what we're going to want to do... I guess let's take a look at each of these. Spiritual progress points. Spiritual progress... Okay, so that's spiritual aspects. So we can do Children of the Mother, Servants of the Shepherd, or Disciples of the Beast. Each of these has a perk associated with it, but I don't know what they are. Let's do red. I don't know if we have like a specific reason why or why not. Can be produced out of poppies. Oh. Do we not have oh, we haven't found poppies yet. Because it can do toads there. What about green? Green is toad. Oh, okay, so we can only do green at the moment. Oh, that's fine. I'll make one of them. Ooh, that's pricey. I don't think we actually have workers for it yet, but I want to get it set up. The other thing we're going to want to do is stockpile like a stupid amount of wood. So I will get another lumber camp there. Oh, we got a species goal as well. So that'll get us some more points for meta progression. The reason why... Oh, hello. The reason why we want to get a ton of wood is there's going to be a flood season, and we want to make sure that we have a bunch of flood barriers down. A twisted figure arrives at the camp. The old woman looks ancient, with hair like silver and deep wrinkles on her face. She moves as if she was no heavier than a feather, and the grass barely bends under her feet. We meet again, or is this the first time? You'll look the same to me. Nevertheless, you should feel lucky I'm inclined to ask for your help. Require 100 food in 3 days' time, and you will receive a reward. Will you accept my help? Sure. Okay, so that means we need, like, a handful of hunter halls. I can get 3. Okay. I think it's just about nighttime, so it's probably not that helpful. But we're going to need to get a ton of food really quickly. Luckily, we don't really need stone for much. Okay, discontent and growth. I see. That should be fine. This is telling me about this, but I don't think we need to worry about it. The main fear is... the main thing I want to do is figure out... Ooh. Positive tolerance increases fear and increases interactions between characters. Oh, hello. Okay. Say got it on that. Full Zone Harhilo has spotted something sneaking inside one of the medicine farms. It's a small creature that looks to have roots and leaves spreading from its skin, all rotting and dripping with blood. Hey, where's the healing stuff? We need it. Our home tree is sick and my friends are dying. They won't survive until another sapling is found. Help and I'll give you part of the home tree. So, cannot give medicine. But we could go for depleted medicine sources, which still gives it. Take the ingredients we have growing around. We don't need it right now, not for the next 10 days. Because I think that perk is actually kind of useful. Let's see. How do we find that stuff? It's not like upgrades, is it? No. Not philosophies. We haven't done anything with that. Spiritual aspects? No. Yeah, we had... Where do we see all of the weird boons that we've gotten? Oh, here it is. Kind of, sort of. Oh, but it only lasts for a little while. It's fine. Okay. Now, did they actually grab the food? I think we'll be fine food-wise. But it is a slight concern all the same. I don't want to have to get another hunter's haul. I could also look into farming. But we'll have to leave that for later. Okay, so it looks like they still go grab the stuff they left behind. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll have enough, and then I will probably just put a bunch of people on other things. So do we want the Tinkery? It is big expensive. Oh, requires us to be in Act 2, though. Okay, we don't have copper ore. Oh, I left the fire on again. I mean, it's not that bad. It's a little inefficient, but it's not heinous. So as long as the lady doesn't show up, like, right as soon as dawn rolls around, we're good. Okay, and these 4 hunters should be able to put us in the green. And we are slowly getting some degree of medicine. Okay. We're at 116, 126, perfect. I keep forgetting about this whole fire dealio. I would actively have, like, one of my tribe's person, you know, maybe the person at the Spirit Lodge, their entire goal, or their entire shtick is just, their entire shtick is to turn the fire on and off. The old woman returns to our camp, as promised. Once she sees the food we gathered, the slightest hint of a smile rises on her face. Your kind is not as useless as you look. With this, the newborn will grow big and strong. She draws a glowing mark on the ground. The mark turns into yellow spores that disperse throughout the camp while she collects the food and leaves. Okay, let's turn that back on. So I'm going to turn, I think, probably 2 of these off. And let's take a look. So we have unassigned tribe members. I think the big one for me is going to be just more lumber camps for a little while. Oh. Let's see. And it looks like we already have one of those. Oh. Ooh. So we can increase our stability by 1. Or we could get 6 people. Positive stability decreases discontent and increases productivity. I think I'm actually going to go for stability. I feel bad for rejecting people. Okay, it looks like we might need that third food camp after all. But we get it 1 person per day, give or take. Okay, so we can do an aspect of a god, too. So servants of the shepherds. So feeding the feeble, attending a yellow medicine ritual reduces food need based on medicine usage and people attending, or tribe member discontent. If they're assigned to a building, they're happier. Food isn't an issue, so why don't we go for discipline and order? Because that should massively reduce contentment. We just need to actually do some rituals. Are you doing things? Oh, we do actually have some green medicine. I think I'll make another one. They're being weird. Okay. I'm gonna put a beacon down right here. Unfortunately, there's only so much I can... Oh. Yeah, there's really not much I can do about them being weird. What is your issue? Sleep need, social need. It depletes automatically. Okay. So it just says from interacting with other people. So delirious, weird gleam, and lonely. So not much I can do about that. Yeah, I don't know how much medicine we need. 1 medicine per ritual translates to... Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just figure it out. Looks like we might need some other things for my people to do. I'm actually starting to accrue quite a lot. We'll get some more medicine. I think doing just a ton of rituals is not a bad idea. Okay, other thing to look at is flood barrier. Stops flood water from progressing and acts as a walkway. It's maybe a little silly. Right about now. But we're not really using much of it. Oops. There. That'll give us kind of a basis. My people will hopefully never be wet. So the other thing I want to do is get a crop farm. And we want to put it right here. Not enough resources. Oh, of course. I'm going to turn this one off for now. I don't think we need it that bad. So an eclipse will hit us in 5 days. Prepare. So we're not going to have sun. Well, I got plenty of wood camps, so I don't think we need it that badly. Okay. A nervous wanderer appears at the edge of our camp, asking for shelter in exchange for knowledge. Wurusnum Oope recognizes them from our previous life. She says they're a brilliant spiritualist whose fragile mind also caused them to do some horrible things. When asked for details, Rusnum Oope cannot bring herself to describe what had happened. So, we could get some servants of the shepherd progress, but reduces stability, so I think I'm going to say no. I feel bad for turning people away because, you know, like to be good, but on the flip side, not a great idea. We should also start running some rituals at this point. Okay, crop farm. Okay, we can just get the crop farm down. There we go. Let's see. We have one more person that is currently not doing much of anything. Oh, there's mushrooms. We don't have enough at the moment. Okay. Farmer Rural Regpay has discovered one of the plants in his field seems to yield exceptionally large and sweet corn cobs, much bigger than the ones from other plants. Give them out as food, with mouth to feeds, or filling crops, food needs satisfaction offset. Use them as seeds, they'll improve our next harvest. Luckily, this character just being weird just gets to hang out. Oh, speaking of. Let's do a ritual. So it'll cost me some, but it's worth it. I gotta remember to do these at the beginning of the night, though. They are kind of time consuming. Okay, so if we take a look at this, we now have an amount of that. Unfortunately, I think that also made a lot of my characters tired. Speaking of, we need another tent, otherwise we can't get more people. What have I done differently that has made this so much easier? I have no clue, to be entirely honest with you. Like, last time I played this, I was just struggling. This time I'm doing fine. Yeah, I think the only thing I'm really going to need to worry about... I mean, mostly just food and some other things. I've also got a lot of characters that are just being weird. I think I might hold off on the yellow medicine farms for now. I can also increase the fire radius on this thing, which might actually be useful for getting out to these medicine farms. Yeah, because I don't think I can move it. But yeah, we want to make sure we have enough food and fire. I'll turn this on. Might actually mean my hunters can go out and hunt. Or we do a ritual. So I'll turn this off. Nobody seems to be hunting right now. Boy, these rituals take some serious time to set up and organize. It's worth it, though, because, like, massively increases my people's spiritual needs. And we can actually get Disciples of the Beast upgrades? Maybe. Holy sh... We have 22 people. I need to do something. Ooh. Fulzen Harhilo, one of our hunters, has disappeared. All we found was the path of his footprints next to clawed tracks. From where both of them ended, new kinds of strange footprints continued into the wilderness. There's something lurking in these woods. We might not be able to see it, but it has now seen us. So, all Hunter's Hall workers have a chance to die when attacking an animal, or increased chance to die when attacking an animal, but they move faster, or shadow death chance for each fear over 25 minus 1%. Let's go vigilant. Okay. The hunter Fulzorn Harhilo has disappeared. Fear and discontent spreads amongst the other hunters. It's too dangerous to hunt. Something lurks in the shadows. Something that's not of this world. Ignore them or calm them down. Okay, so a little expensive, but eh. So I've got 4 unassigned people. I should work on that. Let's get another lumber camp. We're going to need another tent. And I think I'm going to get one more crop farm. I'll just put it here. Okay, that still leaves me with 2 unassigned people. I don't know. 2 more lumber camps. Let's go. Yeah, we're still in Act 1, so I can't do any research. I left the fire running again, didn't I? It looks like the eclipse is only going to last, like, a couple of days. Okay. So food's looking great. Wood's looking decent. We have 1... Oh, we might have actually lost somebody there. Reduce fear. Fear is removed by the light. And not much I can do about that. Get a yellow medicine farm. I'd like to get 2. I'm gonna say I think we're good to get 2. Because we want to start producing as much of that as we possibly can. I think one other exploration thing might not be a bad idea, too. Are you the one in shock? No. Okay, the eclipse. Gains fear, minus sunlight, chance of shadow death 100%. Okay, so we might lose like 1 or 2 people. So we can also do an eclipse ritual to temporarily reduce fear. Let's take a look. Fear's not in a great spot. Discontentment ain't bad, though. Okay, let's do that so they don't have to hang out directly there. And we can also get wood by expanding that. So we have food, we have wood. That's kind of all we need. I don't know what the 2 out of 25 means. Probably just people affected by fear. How's our spiritual need? Actually looking great. I'm gonna wait a little bit, I think. But we should probably do a ritual or 2. Am I gaining people? I am gaining people throughout all of this. That's kind of wild to me. I can't get another stone pit. I don't think we have any places that I could even put it. That's the medicine farms. Tinkery. Yeah, we're still not in Act 2 yet. What else do we have? Outpost fire. Trade post. And excavation. Can't do any of those. I guess I could get one more explorer's platform. But that's not really going to help right now. More of those. But let's do a ritual. Now is probably about the best time. We do have to worry about fear, but it's not that bad. Okay. So we can sacrifice some food or a person. Let's sacrifice some food. Fear has taken over the tribe and driven people to extreme measures. One of our tribe members is being dragged to the edge as a sacrifice to whatever lurks inside. We must give the mist what it wants. One life sacrifice to bring back the sun, to save everyone. The tribe member is struggling to break free, begging the others to stop. The rest are horrified by what they're seeing and are attempting to intervene. Sacrifice some food. Like, the crazy part is we're doing fine. We've got plenty of food. We've got plenty of wood. Let's see. Okay. Please tell me that's enough to feed the beast. It is not. Rude. The other thing we might want to do is probably expand this so we can actually get some wood. I know the trees regrow eventually. But we'll have to do that afterwards. And yeah, we have one character in shock. It's probably them. They're hungry, in shock. Weird gleam, yeah, that would do it. I mean, their fear seems to be dropping, so they'll get there. I'm gonna need another tent. I'm probably gonna want another farm, honestly. We'll want to surround this area next. The main fear is, I don't know how floodwaters exactly work. There is the possibility that the water will get in anyway. So what I could do is potentially put, like, keep it much closer. Maybe. Alright, and I think the eclipse is about to end. Tribe must survive, but also Tribe got kind of huge. I was not expecting us to be up to 36 people just chilling. Hey, I like it. Eclipse is removed, and we are now on to Act 2. So, social need, increase interval 20%, spiritual progress 15%. Do we choose these, or no, these are automatic, probably. And we can now do the tinkery. So, Act 2 progress. Even though we survive the eclipse, we soon realize that what got us here won't get us any further. Struggling to satisfy even our most basic needs wasn't going to be enough. Survival is a race between progress and disaster. We had to stay ahead. So fear gain has gone up. Let's see. Oh. Discontent from unsatisfied needs. Spiritual need increase interval. Interaction neutral result -5. That's worrying. Alright. Oh. Is the tinkery just really small? Heck yeah. Oh, not enough resources. Oh, we don't have enough stone. I might have clear-cut too much, but it's fine. Okay, so the one other thing I was going to get is, like, another explorer's platform or two. I'll get a second one. They're kind of expensive. We need the tinkery, but I want to be able to actually have a region to kind of do some stuff. We could also establish an outpost. We have 4 unassigned tribes members. Hi. Okay. One god above the others. Our tribe members are preparing offerings of the gods, hoping to receive their favor. They disagree with which god should receive the greatest offering. Some argue that the shepherd's guidance will ensure our survival. Others say the beast's strength or the mother's care is what the tribe needs. So we could do everything. Or we can favor one. We currently don't really favor one. I think we have the most amount of medicine farms for Disciples of the Beast. We're starting to get there for yellow medicine. We have no red medicine whatsoever. I don't hate the idea of this one. Oh, but no. We want to go for that because I want to go here. Let's see. Oh, that base radius is down. I see. This has to be bigger. It's fine. It's not that expensive to have the base fire boosted. We are absolutely ripping through all of the trees in the area, which maybe is a little excessive. I'm not actually sure what happens if you clear cut the entire area. Cornered little explorers. Our shaman, Frubnam Framrar, suddenly gasps in pain. Her body stiffens like a corpse and her eyes turn pearly white. Soft voice emerges from her lips. Such favors you have gained from these beings who, like us, defy that which poisons our home tree. We need that power. Ask your gods to shield us, and we will give you a blessing in return. We survive the outer world. We will happy to share our findings with you. So pray for their protection. Journey area exploration. Sure. Exchange blessings. So our progress through ritual is lowered for a little while, but it's fine. Our spiritual needs are kind of low, so we don't need to do anything for a bit. And I think I am going to do one journey ourselves. Do we want to do north? Oh, some of these characters actually have perks. Okay. Those three aren't doing much. I don't know, do we want to just load them up with those things? Sure. Explorers are on the way. Area uncovered. Unlock. So we need 100 food. 100 food. 100 food. I see. So I need more food back home. Which means... do we need another crop farm? I suppose. Yeah. We're actually running into food issues. We have too many people. I guess all things considered, I will get one more, maybe 2 more hunter halls. But then otherwise, yeah, we're probably going to want to go for just food. Okay, so we cannot unlock these areas. Area uncovered 0%. And I can't do anything until I fix some of my food problems. Oh, I left the fire on again. Wasteful. Okay, what are you telling me about? Opinions. Divide into factions that will trigger an inner conflict. Control the spread of opinions by assigning tribe members close to or far away from each other. Or even isolating them. Oh. I don't know how to do that, though. Not yet, anyway. I don't know. I'm probably going to just put points into stuff like discontentment. And that seems to be fine. Fear resistance is probably going to be my big one. At least for now. And we haven't discovered another stone quarry. That's kind of the big one. We need more Ooh. So we could do freedom or control. Yeah, we have factions. Cohesion. Yeah, too many people at this point is part of my problem. Philosophies. Here we go. Freedom. Increases growth and spiritual progress, but reduces influence gain. Control. Influence gain, riot threshold, panic threshold, but reduces our growth. I think I want to go for control. Wait. But if I... Why would I spend the points? I have no idea. Okay, so we have red mushrooms now. Oh. Our journey keeps seeing something in the corner of our eyes. That something's been following us for a while. We're unable to see what it is. So we can confront it, ignore it, or keep an eye out. Nothing happens. Let's just keep an eye out. Their fear is fine. Okay, and let's continue the way forward for a bit. Ooh, that's expensive. I needed a tinker camp. And I left the fires on again. So it could also upgrade the outer north. As an option. Because we actually have kind of enough food now. Those extra crop farms are going a fair ways for me. Okay, looks like trees do just respawn in the area. Not great, though. And I have no unassigned tribe members. We need a tinkery. How much does this have left? Not much. So what I'll probably do is turn off one of these medicine things. How are we doing spiritual need? It's not great yet. I want to, like, find one of you guys. How are your needs doing? I guess I can pause. What about you? Spiritual need actually is getting bad. So it looks like we might need to do some rituals anyway. Yeah. Oh, good. If I zoom out, it'll actually just tell me. So I'm going to turn this one off for the time being. And we are going to get a tinkery. I'd like to get some more, but later. The fire's on again. Alright, whatever. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a distractible person. It's very easy for me to miss these things. Our food situation is actually looking really good. I was worried for a bit, but those extra farms are carrying. I think eventually what I'm probably going to do is just have, like, another one of these torches. With, like, a little bit of a farming, or, and just kind of keep expanding the farmland over here. Okay, I'm pretty sure... One away, rude. Oh. Our woodcutters are suddenly overwhelmed by the pungent smell of decaying wood and leaves. Fail to find the source of it until they hear a whisper from the tree tops. Look, look, they're still cutting them down, these slaughterers, orphan makers. Something whispers from behind the cover of the leaves. Nevertheless, we need help. Another whisper replies and turns to us. Our journey is long, fireless we walk, to find another sapling of the mother tree and replace its dying sibling. There are things in the dark that wish to stop us. If you would allow us to draw their attention here, we can gift you with those melted rocks that your kind seems to be obsessed with. Sure, I'll take fare from all sources. I can work with that. Okay, and while we're here, another ritual. I think the killer thing for me doing rituals is that it takes so long for my people to assemble. Like, it takes the whole night for people to even gather. It's not that bad, but it's one of those where it's like losing a lot of productivity just to be able to run rituals. On the flip side, we are getting an amount of aspects. So, Healing Frenzy. Disorder and Freedom or Healing Frenzy. Sure, let's go for that. I don't know what conscientiousness means. Exactly. I'd like to get tolerance and just boost that up a bit so we don't have to worry about fear. Fallen Explorer. We find a dying stranger near our camp. Her tattered clothes are caked with mud, and strange leather coverings around her feet are soaked in red. In her hand she grasps a small copper device completely alien to us. The woman barely has enough strength to speak. She asks us to carry the lost knowledge she managed to gather at great cost. Please, builders, it cannot be lost, not after everything. Judging by her shallow breath, she won't have much time to share much. So ask about the copper works, research methods, tools, or happen to hurt. Let's go for research methods. Because we're going to need research badly. I'm going to need some more tinkers. I think it's time we unlock the north. It won't let me? Interesting. Ah. Well, we got wood. We might as well just build a simple raft. Yeah. Pitch Black River brings us to a standstill. Glancing into the waters, we soon realize that it's not shadows that we see shifting around, but hundreds and hundreds of leeches. Should we cross the waters or find a different way? Let's go for that. Managed to cobble together a hideous but passable raft. It carries us across the river. Though the leeches managed to maw through most of the wood, we reach the other side without suffering any harm. Probably turn back at this point. They are running out of food and lumber. I'll have to do another round of that. Okay, so how is this? We only have 80 left. That's going to get a bit dire. On the plus side, we can finally increase our tolerance. I'd like to just reduce fear in general, but can't really do that with our current setup. Oh. I'm going to put them in instead. Because some characters actually have benefits. Movement time in the dark. I should be assigning people based on their strengths. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have too much. Our big issue is going to be, once again, lack of stone. I'll probably go for a second tinkery before we run out of stone. Oh, though we're gonna have to worry about flood season. Ooh, I don't know. Let's take a look at these things for a second. So, Hunter Hall productivity, lumber camp production time. Tempting. What I really want is forestry for tree growth, plus 50%. But we don't have enough gears for that. Also, yeah, we definitely don't have enough gears for that. So, more masons, improved tools. I think that just increases our ability to tinker, which actually is not a bad idea. Farm production, which we already have. And then eventually we can get into, like, excavation and some other stuff. The research tree is actually quite good. But, yeah, we'll need another tinkery. I was really hoping they get cheaper or something. Oh. No. Next evening. And then eventually we'll get another stone camp and I'll have to figure that out. Can I build another stockpile? I can. They're not that expensive. So maybe one more tinkery and one more exploration thing. Okay. And protection or improvement? Both. I don't care to favor that much. That's the flood. Okay. Well, we can welcome them back. They did run out of food. I see. So we've uncovered an amount of it, which is why we can't do anything yet. Useful. I don't think we're going to make it to the flood, though, today. I think we've been actually going for a fair while, but we've also made some serious progress. As much as I'm going to want to... As much as I'm going to want to get another tinker, what we might need to do, since I'm so low on wood, I might need to just spend it all on flood barriers. Specifically, if I can make an annex that goes around this entire section. Or even this entire woodland. My main fear is... I don't know exactly where the floodwaters come from. I was hoping it would come from a specific direction. And so if I, like, ring around an entire forest, we might be fine. We also might not need it too bad. Okay. And I might have to, like, destroy a couple of these. Let me take a look at this. Crop farm. Nearby crop fields. Ah, so it has to be attached to it. Because I might have to get rid of that farm and move it down or something. Not entirely sure. Either way, I think this is a good stopping point, at least for now, before everything goes bad. You know, this way I can say, like, hey, I actually did quite well for myself for now. But I should mention once again that Tribe Must Survive is available now on Steam. And if you want to pick it up, just follow the link in the description below. It's 20% off for the for launch week, so it's at a bit of a discount. I actually remember the base price. Let's just give it a quick look. Okay, it's 25 bucks normally. So what's 20% off of that? $5? $5. So yeah, it's down to 20 at launch. It's one of the more interesting settlement builders I've played in quite a long time, mostly from the perspective of I love settlement builders that are roguelikes, that are kind of meant to be played in a much shorter fashion. I think this one probably still is like a 5-hour ordeal, question mark, or maybe longer than that. I mean, if we zoom out to this, we've got the outer northwest, yeah, so it's fairly big. I've only touched upon parts of this in many different ways. We've barely messed around with fear and discontentment. This is a problem. I don't know why our base fear is going up so much. Cohesion is starting to break just a little bit. Oh no, cohesion threshold went up actually from fear. Neat. And then obviously we also have all of these like opinions that are going to probably cause some issues. Yeah, and I even spent points on increasing my tolerance. I'll have to figure out how to improve that maybe. But for now at least, yeah. Automatically reduced by light. I guess maybe what I need to do is actually leave the fires running it during the day. And also probably do some more spirit rituals. Because a lot of these characters have 0 fear. And a lot of characters have a lot of fear. And that is probably an issue. Yeah. Benefits from light. I think maybe I just need to leave it on for now. Because leaving it on during the daytime makes my people happier. Which, yeah, makes sense. Anyway, I guess before I go, I want to say a very quick final thank you to Walking Tree Games and Starbreeze for sponsoring this video. It was very kind of you. It was a ton of fun. And it's nice to see how far this has come. I was really struggling my first time, and maybe some amount of it is knowledge, but I would not fully discount that the developers made this a much smoother initial difficulty curve. And made it a lot friendlier for me to actually experience more of it. And maybe also just having a ton of tribe members helps too. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. But I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.